And surprisingly, this week we don't start with Drew saying something like he got crabs. In any case, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Roll For It. This is episode number 26. Yeah, it's crazy. We've already done 26 of these. And Drew's been here for like 4 of them. You're almost as much as Nick's been here for. Rest of us are all like haggard and kind of over it. No? Okay. Anyway, just as a note for the viewers, we had 2 level ups. Ubruk and Karn both hit level 6 finally. Yay! So they're just about there with the rest of the party. Bali's about to hit level 7, like, imminently. And the other 2, I'm sure, are going to hit level 8, like, very quickly as well. But
I totally forgot to ask for experience points last week. You should totally give me some experience points for last week.
Yes. Actually,
being a dinosaur?
I forgot to give it to everybody. How much do you need for a level up?
I didn't even check.
About 10K.
A lot of us were knocked out, though.
Give or take another 10k.
Yeah, the ones that were knocked out didn't get XP for the Frost Giant, but they did for storyline progression.
Yeah.
So those of you that were knocked out.
I'm doing some Googling right now. Some cursory Googling. Let's see. I'm on the cusp. I'm actually very close. I'm like less than 2,000 points away.
Okay. You were alive for the Frost Dragon? Or Frost Giant?
Mm-mm.
You were
That's
knocked
KO'd
out?
right at the end.
Okay, then you can add 750.
Woo.
Anyway, sorry about that. So... Where were we? Yeah, right. So, recap from last week, and the previous weeks. The band of intrepid adventurers in front of you here, you guys were kind of looking for work after taking out the warlock in Enbrook. You guys went to Last Drink, took on a vampire and his master, and took care of that. Found a deck of many things. That's legit the name, I didn't make it up. Drew 3 cards. Bali has a keep somewhere in the world that's infested with monsters that you guys have been talking about clearing out. You also looked around in town to find if there was any other missions to pick up. There was a couple. You guys chose to go to the Hunters Guild and take out a contract. There was one for a Frost Giant in the High Peak Big Rock Mountains, which you guys had went and taken care of that, stumbling into Ginkgo's old stomping grounds, and made pretty swift work of the Frost Giant after almost getting killed. Almost had a party wipe, it was close. But yeah, you guys made it through, and then decided to camp out in the wild instead of hanging out in the cave for your long rest, and 2 of you failed your con saves repeatedly, and unfortunately started to freeze to death. Ubruk decided to take the safe route and went down the mountain to get safe. Kruven decided to try and get firewood and make a fire and try and stay warm that way. After the rest of you guys finished up your round of resting and hanging out and reading books upside down or otherwise, you guys decided to go look for Kruven, who had been missing for a couple hours, and you find him frozen in a burned down hovel, arms on like a big stack of wood, as he had, found the wood and presumably just like kind of slumped down to hang out for a minute or 2 and get his warmth back. And that's where you found his lifeless, frozen body in this burned down hovel. And with that, we will pick up with you guys. Last time we were here, you guys were trying to find some way to warm him up or burn away the frost or what. There was some sacred flames being thrown out. There was some fire hands. There was all kinds of crazy ingenuity. Does anybody want to attempt anything else before we find out what happens?
I think I just got some firewood, so I was gonna try and light a fire in front of him, and okay. I do believe Ginkgo was warming him up with his hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was giving him a good old-fashioned rub down.
I want to go ahead and try and light that fire.
Sure. All right, just give a survival check. All right. It takes you better part of about 15 minutes, but you manage to finally catch the wood on fire a little bit. It's a little bit damp wood, so it doesn't quite take right away, but you think with a little bit of fanning and a little bit of patience, you'll eventually get it up and going.
Cool. I'll baby it for now.
Yep. Does anybody else want to do anything before we go to Kruven? You were muted, Bob.
I know. I was just saying, let's go.
All right. So, Kruven. Last thing that you remembered is you were freezing cold, looking around for wood to try and make this fire. You felt chilled to the bone. Every ounce of you was getting colder and colder. You could feel the blood flowing through your veins getting colder and colder and slowing down as your heart tried to pump harder and harder to keep that blood flowing, till eventually you found yourself really exhausted and you just needed to sit down, take 5, kind of rejuvenate yourself, and that's why you huddled yourself up in the corner. Every instinct within your body told you, oh shit, I'm freezing to death. I should probably do something about this, but kind of ignored it and tried to, get out of it the old-fashioned survivalism way, which, for the record, in the middle of a magical blizzard, probably not a good idea. But in any case, you close your eyes with a bundle of wood in your hands, and about 10 seconds goes by, and you open up your eyes and you find yourself in the middle of a very large room that seems to be made completely of glass. The floors, the walls, the ceiling, everything glass. You reach out, touch one of the walls, and it's cold to the touch. That's when you realize it's not glass, it's ice. As you wander throughout this ice room, whether you go left or forward or right or back, whatever way you try and navigate through this weird collection of walls and whatever, you always seem to find yourself right back at the position where you had woken up. In the ice walls, you can see your own reflection. Your skin has gone milky white. Your skin's starting to kind of take the appearance of like curdled milk. Your lips and ears have started to go a shade of bluish purple. When suddenly, a face appears in the wall to the left of you, wreathed in white and faint blue dyed hair that seems to give off an aura of cold around it. You hear a voice speak out to you. It says, "Hello."
Do I recognize this voice at all?
Roll history. You've heard it before, but you can't locate when.
Fuck. Okay. Do I actually see the face?
Yep. It's like part in the ice wall to your left. Like, almost like your reflection, but like somebody's looking through the wall at you. Where your reflection would be is this face.
Am I already looking at it?
You were glancing around, but I mean, you could look away or do whatever you want.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, that's very odd. Hello.
Hello.
You already said that.
I did.
Where am I?
Ah, I thought you'd never ask. Let me switch pages. One sec.
I don't know.
You literally thought I'd never ask.
God damn it, I know, right? Hold on. Okay. The voice says to you, "Well, you're in the Winter's Hall. This is Pandesmos. welcome to my humble abode.
This place is Pandismo, or you are? Or wait, what?
No, this place is Pandesmos. I am Auril. You are in a place called Pandemonium. This is the topmost layer. This is my domain.
Well, how would one get back to his party?
Interesting question. I suppose you could make a deal?
What would that consist of?
Favor for a favor.
And?
Well, you want to go back? I can send you back. Here's the thing. I cannot enter the Primaterial Realm. So, I offer you in trade. You become my champion, do my will. Or remain a popsicle.
I'm pretty fond of that first one.
I figured you'd say that. Do you know anything of me, young one?
Can I roll history again?
You can roll religion.
Because now I know her name at least.
Yeah, it'd be a religion roll.
Okay. Cool. Woo!
Yeah, you definitely recognize the name Auril as a female neutral goddess. She's otherwise known as the Cold Goddess, the Frost Maiden, Ice Dawn, or the Goddess of Winter.
Okay. Cool.
She says to you, it's fortuitous that you happen to expire within my realm of influence on the Primaterial Realm. And, I think fate has brought you to me. So, if we have a deal...
You know, I think that could be arranged.
I need you to say it.
We have a deal.
Excellent. For your task, your introductory task. Well, let's just say I've had my eye on you for a very long time. And ever since you were a child, growing up in the streets as a urchin without anybody to call a family, sleeping in the alleyways of the cold streets. You can tell she's like really enjoying this. Like this is her bag, right?
Yeah.
She tells you, I was Thanks, Derek. She says, I was unable to influence anything directly within your life, but I've been watching, and I've had my eye on you for quite some time. You've had a very hard road, and I'm glad that you managed to make it to my realm. So, here's the thing. As I've been watching you, I noticed that you traveled with someone who is no more. He was touched by Kosuth, my mortal enemy. So, as a test of your obedience, I shall require you to go back into the room where you had slayed my child.
I'm gonna start giggling, be like Slade.
And find the altar hidden wherein? Where you will find a nice place to lay his body. And I need a couple of drops of blood on my dagger. Just leave his body there, and once you're done, we will continue.
So, let me be clear. Who you want me to place Jonesy's body?
I know not his name,
Oh,
just that he was touched by the fire god Kossuth.
correct. Okay. And then what? After I place his body?
You'll see.
Okay. I think we I think we have a deal.
I'll be in touch. As you go to blink the next time that you blink, you find yourself awake in the hut, freezing cold, surrounded by your friends. There's a fire right next to you that Bali seems to be fanning with his hands, getting it going. Ginkgo is rubbing up and down your arms and your legs with his hands, kind of like a little bit of fire coming from them. Karn looks like he's ready to cast another spell at you. You can see, looking down, you got a couple of singe marks from presumably where Sacred Flame had hit you a couple of times already. And
Whoa now, alright guys, I think I'm okay now.
Can't save you.
I mean, you didn't really save my pants.
Ungrateful.
as you look down, Karn, you see a couple of burn spots on his pants where your Sacred Flame had hit him.
Life is better than plants.
Alright.
Yes.
I can't even.
Kruven, in your bundle of wood that you've got holding in your hands, you notice something shiny in the middle of it.
Okay, I'm gonna look but not say anything.
Okay. You move a couple of pieces of wood right off the top to kind of reveal a very small white and blue kind of like dagger that's cold to the touch.
Does it resemble the same ensemble that she was wearing?
You only saw her face in the thing, but it would.
Colors?
Your passive wisdom would tell you that white, blue, ice,
Yeah,
not a
that's what I was
coincidence.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab that and put it in my like belt loop or something, my bag, if I have my
Alright.
bag on me.
Are you trying to hide it from everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, sleight of hand check. And everybody can roll perception.
And then I didn't know what I had on me, so.
I was focusing on the fire. I didn't notice it.
Okay. Karn and Ginkgo were both looking at him, so Karn, you can roll perception if you'd like. Otherwise, you don't have to.
I'm just gonna do it. Just
Okay. So Karn, you totally watch as he's holding this bundle of wheat wood, and he just pulls a couple strands apart, grabs this very nice blue and white dagger, and slips it into his belt. He looks really stealthy when he's doing it, though. Ginkgo, he's just sitting there, you know?
I think nothing of it.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so while this is all
Who
happening...
wants to get the fuck off the mountain? Maybe now?
Yeah, it's pretty cold, eh?
How much health did I come back with?
Whatever you had when while your body
I was
laying
full.
there. You
then
had been taking Sacred Flame damage.
Oh,
So
I don't know.
you-
How much was that then?
I think it was only like 8 or something. I think you were adjusting it while you were dead last time.
Now mine says 40, so that's why. Oh, it is adjusted. My bad. My
You're
bad.
good.
I forgot I'm up to 45 now.
You're good. While this has all been happening, Ubrik, you're at the bottom of the mountain, standing in front of a ruined sign that the group had pointed out to you. You remember being here on your trek up the mountain. You're alone. It's nice and warm though. Like the mountains, they're way up top, and you left. Once you left the grove, you kind of felt yourself get a little bit warmer, but you kept going. You're at the bottom of the mountain now. What would you like to do?
How far away from the base of the mountain am I?
You're way at the bottom. Very bottom.
Okay. Is there any trees or any kind of brush near me?
Yep, there's a bunch of trees, some brush, yeah. It's roadside, so there's a ditch too, if you'd like.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna go post up next to the closest tree and have a seat.
Okay.
And wait for my teammates.
All right. You do that. You want to do like a rest while you're here? And we'll just say if it's been 8 hours, then you'll have a long rest. Otherwise, you're just kind of chilling.
Literally.
Yeah, I'll call it a rest.
Okay.
In that time, I'm gonna pull out my necromancy book and start reading.
Sure. Okay, so going back to the party at the top of the mountain. Kruvin's up and about, and yeah, you guys are hanging out. What'd you like to do?
Do you feel okay enough to move your body down the mountain?
Yeah. Let's get the fuck off this mountain.
Yeah, sounds good, eh?
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my backpack if I dropped it while I sat down, and was the wood there too?
It was in your arms.
Oh, so I still have it. So I'm
Yep.
just gonna grab it all and just walk down.
Okay.
Might as well.
Okay.
Can I put the wood in my bag?
Sure. Go ahead and
How much
add
is it?
1 bundle of wood weighing 5 pounds into your inventory.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys start walking, and you get to the front of the grove, where the entrance is, and you see that the green has started to come back from Ginkgo's spell. It's not completely back yet, but there's lots of snow around and everything, so it might take some time. Ginkgo, give me an intelligence check. Alright, you have no idea why your spell didn't work to its full efficiency. You just know that it
Super
didn't.
bummed.
Yep. Okay, so as you guys are leaving, Kruvin walks past the threshold and collapses onto his face.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
right
try
there,
to pick
eh?
him up.
You're gonna pick him up?
Am I conscious?
Nope. Karn, give a medicine roll. No pulse.
He lied to me. He is not good to walk. I'm gonna grab him by the ankle and pull him back towards the fire.
Okay. As soon as you get past the threshold, you notice that he suddenly has a pulse. You can feel it in his ankle. You can feel the blood pumping. While this happened, Kruvin, you find yourself in a very large room filled with glass walls, glass ceiling, blah 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 blah. A face appears to your left. And
I wave to her, say hello, and fucked up again.
Arl says, "You lied."
About what?
I gave you a task, and
I was trying to go down the mountain.
No, that is not the deal. You take the son of Kosuth and sacrifice him at the altar, as we agreed.
Where exactly is this altar again?
Where you slain my child, but a couple of hours ago.
Okay, was that, like, I guess, an elevation higher or lower?
She's referring to the frost giant.
I know, from where we are now, is that higher or
Oh.
lower elevation?
Kind of roughly equal. The grove is kind of like right at the top of the mountain.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Okay.
What's your passive wisdom, passive perception?
Oh, my perception is 4.
Sorry, hold on. Let me just look. I think
Yeah,
it's
go
called
for it.
passive wisdom. 14 for passive wisdom.
Yeah, that.
You kind of get the impression that this kind of magical cold storm that you're in is definitely under her domain, and she will not allow you to leave it without fulfilling your end of the deal.
All right.
Okay. She looks at you and goes, "Now, try again."
That
And
sounds like a
suddenly-
great idea.
Suddenly you're awake, and Karn's got his arm under your arm, and he's holding you up, and he's looking at you like, what the hell just happened? Bolly's looking at you like you lied to him.
I honestly thought I was able to walk. I mean, I did take a few steps, right?
You were magic cold dead.
About that. I really think that we should take. We just need to go back to the frost giant for a minute.
Why?
Why?
Well, I kind of died.
Duh.
At least try
Wow.
to come up with a lie.
Yeah, that would already fucked up already.
Jason's done with you guys. He just left.
Just left it.
I couldn't fucking handle it.
DM couldn't even.
Next campaign.
Just like that. You awaken in a large room.
It's full of glass.
Oh fuck. All right. So I forget her name. What was her name? I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Aurel.
Her name
That's
is
what I was
Aurel.
listening.
Aurel? Okay.
Yes, Aurel.
All right, Jay,
So-
what does your shirt say?
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yep. Alright. Sorry, I really had to take a wicked piss. I was hoping you guys would at least do some witty banter or something, but you guys just stopped immediately after I got out. Like, god damn it, guys!
I was giving Bob time to stall so he
Yeah.
could come up with something better than.
He didn't!
Well, I died.
He had nothing! Man, give a persuasion check or something. Let's make this interesting.
Okay.
That's not good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not buying it.
he's telling you some weird story right now.
Mm.
Well, you see, I died, and I awoke to a room with glass walls, and this I'm not really sure what it was, but she brought me back to life and
She-
said that yes, Ariel, something.
Mermaid?
I do not know this. Aurel.
Hold on. Do you have proficiency in religion, Bolly?
No.
Okay, then you're good. Yeah, you have no idea.
I'm gonna pull out that blade and
Okay.
show it to him.
He is holding in his hands a white and blue, kind of a ornate-looking dagger.
I'm gonna roll for what the fuck is this?
Sure.
And I'm gonna agree on his.
Just
looking
roll
and-
investigation.
I found this just off to the side there.
It's a dagger.
It's pretty.
That's fancy.
I think it might have has to do with something in this witch and why I just died. I don't know.
Ginkgo, he's holding a rock shaped like a dagger.
Okay, so Aurel the Witch bring you back, and now want you to what?
Pay
Die
respects to the frost giant, I guess.
Didn't he just try to kill us, eh?
It was her long lost child or some sorts. I don't know. She just wanted us to say goodbye.
This doesn't sound like a good lady there.
No.
I want Bob to DM sometime.
I'm thinking we're gonna do a one shot next week. Bob's the DM. Oh man, that'll be so good. We'll get 10 minutes in and everyone will be like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Oh. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so the witch's baby is dead. And we killed it. But she killed you. But then unkilled you so that we can give eulogy?
That's weird.
I thought so too. But I mean, if she's gonna bring me back to life, I'm not really gonna say no, you know? I was dead and fucking cold.
She did kill you.
Probably.
She killed you and then you said okay for her to unkill you.
Well, I mean, she
I
already
think
had me
she-
killed, right?
Uh,
What was I gonna do? Stay there in a
It's
frozen popsicle? A group
strange bitchy emergency?
Cold baby deserve final rest.
Nah. If it means we have more moon shadow, yeah. Okay.
How about me and fuck. There we go. I don't want to say the other letter. Karn, go and pay the respects. And you guys can meet us at the bottom of the mountain. I'm pretty sure Ubrak was down there, right?
Oh.
I mean, he's not here with
None
us,
of you
right?
know. None of you know, actually.
He left. We'll follow. Yeah, I could try.
I'm pretty bummed about my flowers not regrowing, so I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
You want a hand? Either anyone?
I think me and Karn got it. I mean, he's this is kind of his forte.
I'll walk. I'm gonna follow Ginkgo.
Okay, so you guys are splitting up for now. We'll do the rogue and cleric part of the story first.
As Ginkgo's walking away, can I try to swipe the bag of holding?
Give a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Ginkgo, what's your passive perception?
18.
Okay. You just keep walking. Kruven, you're holding the bag of holding.
Cool. I'm gonna put it on my back and start running.
Okay.
Towards the frost giant.
Okay. You enter the cave.
Karn, come on, let's go.
I'm going with him.
Okay.
Running
The two
after
of
him.
you enter the cave, you go down, left, right, left, whatever. You know, you get to the big center open area where you see the corpse of the frost giant.
Karn, why don't you start setting up your eulogy and, you know, go ahead and say some words for him. And then I'm just gonna kind of like fade into the shadows.
Okay.
And then walk back around to where the frost giant's body is, but like
stealth roll.
on the other side. Yeah. Then I gotta turn on my light. It's fucking dark all of a sudden. Oh my goodness.
Big cold baby. We
Yeah, you-
laid thee to rest.
You think you're being stealthy, but Karn, even with your eyes closed, you can hear him stub his toe on something off to the left. Kind of poke open an eye, and you just see him slinking away, trying to look stealthy. It looks very much like Wile E. Coyote trying to get away from the Roadrunner, and like after planting something.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the frost giant and like kneel down and then like drop the bag of holding on its side and like think about our old party mate Jonesy real bad and then
Okay.
pull him out.
Okay, give it a strength check.
It's just his head
Oh,
that I'm
just
looking
his
for.
head. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out his head.
And then I'm just gonna use that and see what happens.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Is it on the altar? Is that where it is?
There is no altar in this room.
Does it go deeper?
There is a door just past where the giant was that he was standing in front of when you guys came to fight.
On this day, we
Okay.
give forth your cold
I'm gonna go look at the
spirit.
door real quick and check if it's unlocked.
Okay. Give an investigation check.
I gotta do this quick. Oh.
It's both locked and trapped. You are definitely gonna die if you open this door.
Ugh.
I hate my life right now.
We apologize for slaying you. Your life's so short, you big cold baby.
Fuck. I'm just gonna try to open the door with my thieves' tools,
Okay.
but like on the other side. So if
Okay,
it
so you're
opens
like hanging
out,
out to the side, and you're like,
yeah, I'm just fucking
Gotcha.
like twiddling my hands on the side and hanging away.
Sure. You don't need to
Thank
roll for
God.
it. The door's not locked
Okay.
or trapped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet. I'm gonna just swing it open then.
All right, you swing it open.
I'm gonna like pop my head in, look around.
You see a very dark room. There's not very much in the way of light here. You do have dark vision, so you are able to see. There's a couple of desks kind of strewn about. There's a very large pile of swords and armor and like all kinds of, for all intents and purposes, let's just say previous adventurers' stuff is all piled
Okay.
in the corner. To the other side, tucked into the corner, you can see a 3 foot by about 6 foot kind of cold, perfect marble slab with no imperfections, just kind of tucked into the corner.
I'm gonna walk over to that.
Okay. As you get closer, you can see that there is a symbol on the slab.
Did I grab Jonesy's head? Can you
Yes.
retcon that? Cool.
Nope, you
Thanks.
have it on you.
Good.
Let's see. What does it look like?
Though the drunk elf, demon child, and alligator do not care for your spirit, I, Karn, care, and other elf that constantly dies cares. We are here.
Okay, I'm gonna
bless you.
throw his body on the altar.
His head or his body?
Just his head at first.
Okay.
I want to see if that's enough.
You place his head on the center of the altar. As you're setting it down, you notice that the center of the altar has kind of like a pretty cool engraving on it. It's white and bluish marble that's cold to the touch, and the center has a 6-pointed snowflake.
Creepy. Okay. Does it look like it needs more?
Roll history. You recall that she told you to put the body there,
Okay.
draw blood onto the dagger.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull out the dagger, or I guess put the bag on the altar and like kind of slump it out, you know?
Okay.
And then pull out the dagger.
Kind of like you're like pouring out cereal a little bit at a time.
a little bit of Jonesy.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. And I'm just gonna like single tear. Had some good times. And then draw blood with the dagger.
Okay. You give a good slice. Do you have a preference where?
It's on the arm.
Okay. You give him a slice right along the arm. You get a couple of. You got to get pretty deep because his body's been dead for a little bit of while, and there's not really any blood flow. So you gotta like kind of get in there, almost down to the bone before you kind of get enough blood onto the dagger, where you feel the kind of cold steel feeling of the dagger turns into very much like a holy shit, I'm holding a dagger made of ice kind of cold. It intensifies, it deepens. You are, for this point onwards, till the end of time, immune to cold weather effects. And you can see the body in front of you starts to disappear. Kind of sink into the altar.
Goodbye, Jonesy. I'm sorry.
Once his body fully submerges into the altar, you can see a little bit of a kind of like a notch to the right side of it. Looks like
Is it the same?
Looks like the altar could be pushed or opened in some kind of way.
Okay. I'm gonna roll investigation on that.
Looks like a weird
There's
kind of
the-
altar. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like get down and like put my head and try to like look and see if there's anything behind it.
Okay. Are you trying to look into it or just like looking all around it?
Just like looking around. If
Okay.
if it was like pushed to the side, I just wanted to see like if there's something there.
No, it doesn't look like anything. It's kind of like picture a casket,
Oh,
but
okay. I see what you're saying.
the door of the casket is just flat
Gotcha.
marble.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Then. Yeah, I didn't see much then.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a place that it looks like this dagger goes?
No, there's just the only thing that you see aside from this perfect, pristine altar is that it looks like it slides open. That's all that you know.
Okay, I'm gonna try to push it open.
Okay. You push it open.
Not all the way though.
Okay, you open it a couple of inches and kind of look in. You see something dark laying there right in the middle of it. Can't really quite tell what it is.
I think I really fucked up. I'm just gonna close it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn around and look at all of that stuff that was around me.
Okay. Give an investigation check. Okay. Yeah, you see about
I'm mainly
100.
looking for stuff that I could use, like daggers and shit.
Okay. Yeah, you sort through roughly about 130 different swords, daggers, axes, great axes, mauls, all various sorts of weapons. They all look to be mundane, nothing magical in nature. There's one sword that kind of looks a little bit more fancy than the rest, but not by much.
Any books, like on
No
performing
books.
arts? Fuck. Okay.
The sword that kind of caught your eye a little bit has like a little logo of a dragon in the hilt, but aside from that, all the rest are completely mundane.
Okay. Is there any? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna like get out of there then, and close the door as I leave.
As you go to reach over to the door, you hear a voice in your mind. Same voice you've heard before that says, "Well done, my child. You shall be known now as my champion." And you can hear a behind you as the sound of the granite sliding on stone. Do you want to look?
Yeah.
You turn around to look to see a full set of leather armor floating towards you.
Woo, baby! I'm gonna prance over.
It is dark blue, kind of black in color. It almost shimmers like in a reflection.
Sweet!
With
I'm gonna.
A six-pointed snowflake right in the middle of the chest.
Oh, dope. Alright, I'm gonna grab that shit.
All right. The voice returns to your mind and says, "Now, we shall do great things, now that you can hear me better. So, the next time I require you, I'll let you know. Now,
Sounds great.
go forth, my champion. Also, tell the odd-looking one to stop poking at the dead.
He is kind of odd looking.
He's very odd-looking."
I'm just gonna start walking out.
Okay, you walk out.
I'm not gonna put on that armor yet. I'm gonna just keep it in my bag.
Okay, just write down one set of
I called it
Magic.
snowflake
Mag-
armor.
magic snowflake armor. Yeah, that works. Did you take the sword with you too, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. You can add 1 magic with air quotes longsword.
Okay.
Dragon hilt, whatever. However you want to denote that is totally fine.
Cool. Thanks.
Karn, as you're finishing up your eulogy, you notice kind of off in the distance, Kruven walking out. Did you put the leather armor back in the bag of holding, or are you just carrying it?
It's in my personal bag.
Okay, so you put it in your bag. What did you do with the sword? Bag?
It's in my personal bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see him walking out with his bag of holding slumped over his shoulder.
No.
No?
I'm hiding that.
Oh, okay. Then he's got that in his bag, whatever. You just see him walking out from where that door was. He looks kind of happy. He's got a stupid shit-eating grin on his face.
Like that one?
Yep, exactly like that one.
Where
Hey,
you going?
Karn. I had to pay my respects. Shouldn't we get back to our party mates?
Can you roll deception?
Hence the different tone. Oh God.
Karn, if he was paying respects, why was he in the back room? The body's right here.
Who you pay respects to? Body here. Frost baby here.
Yeah, there was his altar back there. That's what I was paying my respects to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk over and pat Karn on the head and keep walking.
Alright.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys leave. We'll catch up with you in a few. Ginkgo and Bali, you guys are at the entrance of the grove. Just as you start walking away, you hear a little bit of a whistle of the wind before the storm seems to start to subside. It's not gone away completely. You still feel the magical essence in the air, but the snow kind of dissipates a little bit, and you can see what used to be green of this grove has started to grow back very, very quickly. Ginkgo, you'd recognize this as some sort of delayed reaction to your spell. Something was holding your spell at bay and has now lifted.
Mercy Witch is happy.
Guess so, eh?
Did it piss you off that she froze all your dead relatives?
Yeah. Not a fan at all.
Yeah.
No. Not
Seems a bit. Yeah. Right?
good. Mm-hmm.
But I've never fought a god, so. Well. Maybe talk to that Kosov guy, eh?
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Ginkgo, roll religion.
Oh, okay.
At the mention of Kosith, you... I lost it. Hold on. At the mention of Kosuth, you recall that the Tyrant King, as he is known, or the Lord of Flames, Kosuth, is a primordial fire entity that has no particular hatred or love of any being, really, except for he absolutely hates Arl, the goddess of ice and whatnot. And you also recall that your grove was burned down, not frozen.
Yeah. She was fucking with it too. I don't think I like either one of them.
Just give you the information you know.
Bad day for
Alright.
elves.
Yes.
Do I see any tracks in the snow?
Yeah, you can see a couple of footprints heading down, as well as a bunch of them, coming in, which you recognize as all your guys' footprints. After standing there for a good 10 seconds to kind of like look around and try and identify the correct set of footprints, excuse me, you can actually tell that they're starting to disappear as the snow is slowly melting. Slow is relative. Like, as you're watching it, if you stood there for like another 5 minutes, you think that maybe the snow might be all gone.
Okay, I'm gonna look ahead upwards from where I saw the feet going and see how much of the path I can see. Try to memorize it.
Okay. It looks to head right back down to the bottom of the mountain, same path you took up, just on the right side of the path.
Should there be no problem to find him. He walks in a straight line. If I was his enemy, he would be fucked.
Yeah, we already killed him once.
It's true. You guys did.
You dabble in the ice witchness, eh?
Just fans of high fives there, eh?
High fives. I am missing a joke. Is it a translation thing?
I'm gonna motion to high five.
Okay.
Hit his hand. Yeah.
I'm gonna high five him back.
All
But
right.
High five.
I'm gonna look confused while I do it. You killed him? Well, like this?
Yeah.
To his face? Or like
Yeah.
heart? Genitals?
Face.
Pow!
Face.
Wow. It's a big high five. Okay, that's our side dialogue.
Okay. I was like, how far is this going? I don't know. All right, so you guys start traveling down the mountain. You get about halfway down. To the left is the cave that heads, as Ginkgo knows, that heads into kind of the dwarven city area. As you walk by, you can hear a little bit of a raucous crowd inside. Seems to be some cheering, some loud laughter. You guys are continuing to walk past, going to find Ubruk, and as you kind of turn away and continue walking, you hear a very faint rumble, and you can feel almost like an earthquake. I mean, it is an earthquake, but like very, very subtle. Like if you weren't paying attention, you might have missed it. But you guys are kind of looking for Ubruk, so you got heightened senses as you guys are looking around for him. You just feel a rumble.
I haven't eaten in a while. I think
that
I
was
may be
weird.
sick.
What's the insight check for?
I was
Ground
trying to.
rumbling.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
I think I may be sick of some kind. There is inside.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was the ground there, eh?
Oh,
It was
What?
definitely a tremor. Something very big, very far away, caused something to move within the earth.
do you think Mercy Bitch brings back giant frostbite? If
Well,
he's
that
throwing
would
a
be
temper
good.
tantrum,
We're gonna have to watch out for that.
eh?
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't high five Cruven.
Everybody roll history real quick. Of course, the only one to meet the DC is at the bottom of the mountain. Ubruk, it just dawns on you now. You didn't get any evidence that you killed the frost giant.
Actually, I did. I sliced some of his skin off.
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry, my bad. You're right. I completely forgot about that and forgot to write a note.
Jay, could you roll history?
Yeah, let me hold on. It's a D20 with a -10 modifier.
Makes
Got a
sense.
2.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, you're good. Pretend that last 3 minutes didn't happen. You guys were talking about plates, of the earth or
High-fiving
something, and high fives.
Genitals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is our devil friend?
Well, he probably just kept going down then. He was all cold and shit, yeah.
It was cold. What now? We killed the giant, we get money, then... More money?
Maybe
Need furniture for your keep, huh?
Go find your castle, your keep.
How many keep we really need?
Have we caught up to them since they're just fucking talking?
You guys have passed the threshold of the grove, which
Okay.
by this point, like, you guys were in the frost giant doing that whole layer thing, you know, finding the sword and the armor and the eulogy, which was touching, very beautiful. If the frost giant's family was around, I'm sure they would have cried. It almost brought a tear to Kruven's eye. And, I mean, he fucking murdered the ding, so I mean, that tells you something. Anyway, yeah, and you know, you guys leave. Kruven surprisingly doesn't fall on his face dead. Whatever magic stopped it before is allowing him to pass. You guys start making your way down the mountain. Something to note, though, when you came out of the cave, all the snow was gone. The grove is returned to a lush green, foresty type kind of glade area. There's little ponds that have started to spring up where the previous ponds were, in little gullies in the ground there, and yeah, it's a beautiful place. So you guys leave the grove, and I'd say you're probably about 30 minutes behind them, because you guys did take a while at the altar and they've been walking. So
Okay.
if you guys are standing there still talking, you know.
We're not standing, we're walking and talking.
Okay, so you guys are still, yeah, you're gonna be about half an hour ahead of them. Okay. You guys want any more crosstalk, banter, whatever, or we just fast forward until you guys are at the bottom? Okay. I should
good.
mention, when you guys felt the earth shake, Ubruk, give me a perception roll, and the other two, give me a perception roll.
Did I hear anything when that happened?
Not with a 12, you didn't.
No, was she talking to me is what I was saying.
Oh! No. She was
Okay.
not.
Thank you.
No worries. Let's see. I gotta translate names into my head. Karn. You felt a tremor? You don't know what to make of it. Ubruk, there was a fucking earthquake, dude.
Is there anybody else around me?
Nope. Just you and a tree.
Okay, I'm gonna scream so freaking loud that I accidentally cast my cantrip to make it sound even louder.
Thaumaturgy.
My cantrip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you
Because
screaming?
it freaked me the fuck about. Or fuck out.
What are you
fuck
screaming?
about, yeah. Holy shit! The ground is moving!
Okay. Other four, give me a perception roll.
I want to hear that so bad.
What's your spellcasting DC, Ubruk?
Uh, 15.
Nice. Everybody hears, holy shit! Roughly right after you felt the earthquake.
I found him.
Good job.
Karn, we gotta hurry up.
You still got about an hour hike down the mountain, but you heard
I know.
that. Yeah,
I just like to. I just like to see his little legs hurry.
yeah. He's half orc. He's got a lot of little legs. I mean, he's short for a half orc, but still. Not a dwarf or anything. That would be weird. Just picture Gimli running down a mountain. Sorry, sidetracked. Okay, so fast forward a little bit. The first ones to reach the bottom of the mountain are Ginkgo and Bali. You guys kind of walk up and you see Ubruk kind of sitting there, laying against a tree, reading a book, some sort of tome. Are you?
Do I notice them before they notice me?
Give a perception check.
It's the night of perception checks.
Yeah, no kidding, right? You guys keep asking, like, do I see? And I'm like, well, let's see. Yeah, you guys, you kind of notice them as they're coming down the mountain.
I'm gonna jump up and throw my book into the air and yell at him. Holy shit, guys! You guys fucking feel that earthquake? Holy fuck!
Yeah,
Did you cause it by screaming?
He's about 100 yards away using thaumaturgy to yell that at you guys. You guys couldn't talk back if you wanted to because you're that far away, but yeah.
I'm gonna realize that I threw my book in the air and scrounge around and try to find it.
Okay. You find it pretty easily. It's by your feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so Bali and Ginkgo, you guys managed to get right up next to Ubruk. Say hi.
What was the time that passed for them to get to me? How
Roughly
much
about
time
an hour.
passed? Since I left? Or since
Oh,
I started
God.
sitting?
Since you left, shit, it's been about 13 hours. Because they all had a
since
long
I
rest.
sat down.
Oh, okay. 3 hours.
Okay. I was learning a spell in that time then.
Ooh. Cool. This'll be fun. What were you learning?
Fireball.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so, as Bali and Ginkgo were coming down the mountain, and they had the, holy shit, like, you know, you could see, way off in the distance, seems to be a really weird demonic guy. And it looks like he's, like, waving his arm, and then the tree, the leaves kind of shake a little bit. And as you get closer, you realize there's a tiny little bit of fire coming out of his hand and then hitting the tree. And then once you guys get down to the very bottom, before he realizes that you're there, he's managed to conjure... Hold on. Intelligence check or wisdom? What's your spellcasting?
I think intelligence.
Hold on. Spells. It is intelligence. Okay, so give me an intelligence check 3 times. Okay, and third. Alright, you guys get to the very bottom of the mountain, just as you see Ubruk casting a spell, and you see this big ball of fire start to form out of his hand. First, it's the size of a polyhedral dice, and then it grows to the size of a baseball and a basketball, if these things existed in the world, which they don't, but whatever, just I'm giving you a frame of reference, until it's roughly the size of his own torso, and you can see him kind of molding the ball with his hands, and then he kind of throws it forwards, and it hits the tree and explodes into a big ball of fire, causing the tree to light on fire. That's what you guys see.
How far away am I?
About 30 feet.
Fucking put that shit out. Burning a tree.
Sorry, there's no other target.
I'm using tidal wave on the tree.
Boom!
Okay! You use
I see
tidal
him
wave.
moving his hands, and I dive behind him.
Alright, this big, huge, 10-foot tall water wave seems to appear almost out of nowhere, like the moisture has been sucked out of the air, and create this huge tidal wave that just runs over the whole tree, puts out the fire and everything. It slowly dissipates. The dirt road has now been turned to mud. The ground's all soggy, but the tree is out.
I'm sorry, man. There was no other target dummies around. You didn't have to throw water at me.
Fucking demons and their fire. Lighting my trees on fire.
Fucking druids and their nature and shit.
Okay, let's not say who is monster and who is demon. I mean, come on. Let's be friends.
Alright.
High five?
Alright.
I'm gonna have
Ubruk
surprise
deck
high
save.
five.
Ubruk deck save. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's the first time people have high-fived me, so I'm beaming. I'm really happy about this exchange.
Kruven and Karn, as you guys are coming down the mountain, you see this from quite a large distance off. You see a flaming tree, a wave of water, sploosh, the tree is extinguished. You see a little bit of smoke coming up from it. Not really quite sure what the hell just happened. Something was on fire.
I'm just gonna keep hustling.
Alright, so you guys double time it down to the bottom of the mountain, where you see Ubruk and Ginkgo fighting, calling each other demon and druid, and Bali's kind of standing in the center trying to be like referee and hold them back and be like, whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. It's a little tense, but yeah.
Then they all high-fived.
Then they high-fived. Just as you got there. The group is back together.
I'm gonna go up and try to high five.
I return it.
Woo!
Nailed it.
How did it
Oh
go?
shit!
Did you
Flapjack.
make the earth go?
Flapjack,
I
I'm
think-
assuming is with you unless you've otherwise specified.
Well, he was off hunting, but he can.
Oh yeah,
he can
that's
just
right.
be with me.
Oh yeah, he'll find you. He'll find you.
Okay.
I think so.
That's devious.
I mean, I didn't really feel the earthquake happen from where I was standing exactly. It felt like just an earthquake. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was the cause, but it was right around the time. So I would say yeah.
I'm
What
gonna
the hell
walk
you mean
right up to
caused an
Ubrick.
earthquake?
I'm gonna walk right up to Ubrick and be like, "Where Earth move?"
I
Okay,
didn't
you
know
got a kind of an angry half-orc standing in front of you asking you why the earth moved.
Yeah, Ulbrock, where did you put the earth?
While that's happening, can I put on my new armor, or is that
Yeah.
like
It's going to
Okay.
take you 10 minutes
Like
to
a
take
minute,
your...
right?
It takes 10 minutes to take your old armor off, and it'll only take you about 3 minutes or something like that to put it back on.
okay?
While
put
he's
the news
doing
up.
that, I'd like to look appraisingly at the mountain. And is this a volcano?
Why don't you roll in a...
Perception.
You-
Perception.
No, it's not perception, it would be...
What do I see?
Is it insight?
No, because you're trying to, like, determine... Give me a investigation. Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't that be nature?
Yeah,
Since
just
you're looking at
Arcana?
It's an active volcano. There's lava running down the side right now. Get out! No, it's not. You have no idea. It's a mountain.
it's trees and yeah, Ginkgo, Bear King. Did this mountain ever make these shake before?
I don't know.
Mm.
I have no fucking clue.
Is it
If
ever
you wanna
maybe
find out, you can roll
explode?
history.
He did.
He did.
What
He was
the
role
roll?
playing.
Oh.
4.
Okay, what was the roll? 4? Yeah, you have no idea.
Did it ever maybe one night explode and get bigger?
I got really drunk one night. It might have done that.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of
No.
nights. It could have happened a lot. I don't know.
Now, can we just hold the goddamn phone here? How in the hell did Cruven make the entire Earth shake?
Phone?
You folded it?
You say Earth move. Where Earth move?
I mean, the Earth is always moving, but I mean, it never moved like that to me before.
And who's holding foam?
You're going home? I thought you stayed with us.
I'm just still putting on my armor, just laughing at all these
Just gonna
Doing
shake
up
my
the
head.
buckles.
conduct here.
Tightening
Yeah,
up
just-
little bits
yeah,
here.
Brr.
Making sure it contours.
I'm shaking my head at Ubrok. He's lighting trees on fire. He's moving the earth.
Yeah.
Just destroying the ways of nature.
Yeah. This guy's got no respect for nature. I don't know what's his deal. Alright. What?
What the hell? How? What the fuck did you do?
Me?
Yeah.
You did disappear with Mercy Witch and then come back with armor after the earth went all...
I've already told you what I told you. That's all I know.
I should
You
also
know,
have-
mention,
hard.
Cruven, from your perspective, you had the armor for about 20 minutes before the earthquake.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can I retcon that then? Because I didn't realize that.
Yes, that's fine.
Grooven,
Okay.
help utilize.
I'm gonna ask Karn if he got this armor there too.
Karn, no.
Yeah, Karn didn't see it.
Hmm.
The hell were you guys doing on that top of that hill? What the hell does
Utilize.
this mean, you frost witch bitch? What the fuck is that?
I heard a voice that said that I had done her bidding after the eulogy was over, and then
Not this shit.
the armor popped out, and I grabbed it, and we ran down the mountain. I don't know.
What, you just pulled armor out of your ass?
Karn didn't get any. Where's Karn's armor?
Why do you think I was the only one falling on my face dying?
What did you do to appease the Mercy Witch?
Karn, utilize.
I'm just gonna point to Karn.
Cold,
But-
baby.
Karn didn't get armor.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll perception on that bullshit.
You can. That'd be insight, not perception.
Grooven, utilize. With
He's
Karn.
fucking lying to you, dude. Right to your face.
Yeah,
Come on,
Me and-
Grooven.
me and Ginkgo look at him like,
I'm gonna offer Grooven a drink from my water skin. Come on,
I don't know about
let's
that.
have a drink here now.
I'm gonna. Alright, if we wanna have a drink, and then I'll pull out my, what is it? I forget what it's called. The Dwarven shit. Bottles of strong Dwarven brew.
That's what I was giving you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Alright, I'll pull it out. Cheers you.
Okay, so now you guys are drinking at the bottom of a mountain. All right.
So,
Have I put it all on yet?
A couple more minutes. You're doing the last couple of snaps.
God damn it.
King of Bears and Grooven Elf drink to dead.
how about this armor though?
Alligator and Demon Child mean.
I still don't know what the hell this frost witch you guys are talking about.
find out
As-
where the earth went, Karn.
As Bali is telling you to find out where the earth went, the armor is now on.
Okay.
You are finished donning your armor. Still have
Hellchild,
no idea.
where Earth move.
You still have no
I don't
idea
know,
what it
right?
does because you're
Right.
gonna have to identify it or rest with it.
Yeah.
But
Make sweet, sweet love to it.
just sleep with the armor.
or take 30 minutes and stare at it intently. I mean, whatever works for you.
Ooh, foreplay.
Are they still interrogating me?
Yes, they are. And they're waiting for an
Alright.
answer.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, and I'm gonna pull out the bag of holding
Whoa! I had that.
and then toss it to Ginkgo.
Wouldn't you take this, Grooven?
When we left.
Wait, Karn?
Yeah, he
Remember,
saw
I
it.
saw everything.
Yeah, you saw all of it. Oh, you saw me
The
steal
only
it all.
reason I didn't make Karn roll a d20 or a perception check when you had taken the bag is because his nat 20 like 2 minutes previous, he was watching Grooven like a hawk.
Right. Yeah. No, I knew that. Yeah. Fuck.
So he knew.
So you're getting magic armor. You're stealing our bag with all our gold and Jonesy's body in
Extra
it.
gold. It's all there, except for Jonesy's body.
Whoa!
What the hell's... I'm gone for fucking 12 hours. You guys can't even fucking...
Grooven help utilize.
I did.
Where'd Jonesy's body go?
That was part of the sacrifice that was had done for my life.
That sounds like extortion.
Grooven
I
you
don't
mean,
like
you're
the
lying?
Mercy Witch.
Sorry, what'd you say, Karn?
Grooven pagan sacrifice?
That's what
Yes.
it sounds like.
Utilize.
So, you gave up Jonesy's body. Save your own skin?
I mean, he was already dead.
And it...
But it was
Fair enough.
Jonesy.
Yeah,
We drank with him. We watched him wrestle.
we saw him.
He was
fucking
naked
drink.
all the time.
Amazing summary.
And that's how he went.
Everybody, you recall a certain instance where Jonesy, at the top of his lungs, yelled, "I fuck dragons!" as you were drunk in the middle of a tavern.
I don't want to do this. God.
How could you just sacrifice Jonesy?
That's low.
I agree.
And I
I'm
eat
sorry.
people.
I know, and you're a goddamn alligator.
Ugh.
I mean, what? It was either that or I never made it off the mountain, and your grove never would flourish. So I'm sorry, but I made choices.
Roll persuasion. And
It's a pretty good reason not to die.
Ginkgo,
I
roll
suppose.
insight. He totally saved your grove.
I did.
He's not.
I did
He's
do
not
that.
lying about that. The grove is now lush and green, as you remember it from your past. He's describing it to you. It totally matches up. Everything perfectly down to the leaf.
Alright. Sorry, it's okay. It's a worthy sacrifice.
All is forgiven.
Yep. My grow's back.
If I ever die around Cruven, fucking bury me.
The blade is still in the bag, right?
In your bag, yes.
No. The blade of Kosath or whatever, because it was in.
Bashiak's blade?
Yeah. Sorry, Bashiok's blade.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah,
the bag.
That was right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Ginkgo. Maybe now would be a good time to share past uses of weapons and resources.
Oh. Yeah?
And then I'm gonna look over to Bali. Amend?
I am going to pull out the belt, or no, that's gone. Bashiak's blade, a Firemaul +1, and some magic boots.
Oh, what? Did you? These were your dead friends' things?
Yes.
Yes.
Derek's complete lack of surprise.
He smelled very off.
I mean, he was quite naked, often.
This man did not bathe.
No.
No.
He actually bathed in blood of his enemies. He was quite fun.
I can respect that. But also strange waste of food. Are you offering me these things?
I mean,
This
if
is
you'd
a
like
lot.
to use the blade, at least, I think it might come in handy.
I would not-
As you look down at Bashiok's blade, you see that it's a two-handed sword.
Yeah, I like that. I am really digging this sword. It's big. I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm not attuned to it, so it's gonna be very heavy.
Oh yeah. What's
Well-
your maximum carry weight?
If let's see if I added 100 to it, what would it would do?
If it encumbers you, let me know.
Okay. Nope, it does not.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Not a save, just a check. Oh, it's really heavy. You can barely lift it off the ground. It's so heavy.
This is great.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag it around for a little while.
That picture is awesome. The tail.
Makes me think of
Sword
Pyramid
dragging.
Head.
That is awesome. So are you guys wanting to like take a short rest here so Bali can attune? So
If
Kruger
you're-
can
No.
attune.
No.
Would you like to take a short rest here, Bully? And I'm
We
going to turn
did-
over to Karn.
walk
Thank
all evening, and this is first nice place to sleep
I mean,
or rest.
I did make the Grove come back.
How about we eat something, and I will focus on Jonesy's sword.
Sounds great. I'm gonna make a campfire.
You said this sword had a name.
Bashak's
Blade.
blade.
Can I call it Jonesy's blade in honor of your dead friend?
You can call it whatever the hell you want.
The sword might not like it.
Did Jonesy ever actually use it?
Yeah,
Once.
He
Once.
died in the combat that he used it. That's right. Oh my god, you're right. Okay.
He got one amazing swing that was a nat 20, and that was it. And then he
Right.
died.
Okay. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's why I was satisfied with the character dying, because that was just a whole circle complete thing for me. I was happy. I'm gonna sit down and attune to this sword.
Okay. The rest of you. Any
I would like to-
actions for the rest?
Yeah, I want to make a campfire really quickly, and then, does anyone have anything that we could prepare for a meal?
Pretty sure you guys still have rations.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we wanted to.
I would have taken the frost giant, but he smelled off.
Yeah.
Worse than your dead friend.
We didn't have anything else, I don't think.
I can make some berries.
Make berries?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Druids, man.
Alright, then I don't need to make a fire. I'm just gonna start attuning to that leather armor.
Okay.
Got some berries right here for you, tree hugging ass hippie.
There you go.
I'm
I'm gonna use Goodberry and give Ubrak none.
Still a little salty about the
Oh,
tree.
that too, yeah.
I'm gonna go around praying for everyone.
I'm gonna chew on a ration bar while I attune.
Okay. With that, we will go to our break now, and we'll come back, guys, in about 5-6 minutes. We're just gonna take a quick bio break, and then I'll give the guys the info about the items that they've acquired, and we'll be back shortly. So, be right back. All right, welcome back. That was a good break. Got lots done. Went pee. It was great. Okay, so you guys come to, you guys are all kind of resting there, just hanging out. Ubruk, Ginkgo, and Karn, you're just chilling there as the other two are attuning to their new specific magic items, which you guys have the information now. So that's awesome.
Back where I'm from, there are stories. Heroes, they wear outfits, you know, like powerful people, long stories, things you tell children.
Are they also alligators?
No, they look like you.
Oh, okay.
Snowflake man.
I'm gonna get more interested now. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool.
You should make up a whole story about how you saved everyone with winter.
Right? Do I have a cape?
Do you have a cloak?
I don't know. I mean, I was wearing that one, and then I took off the magical one. Did I have a normal one?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so. Damn it! I need a cloak.
Yeah, gotta go buy a cloak.
Fuck. All right.
What do the rest of you guys want to do? Anything?
Can we like short rest?
Yeah.
Wanna trance it up for 4 hours?
Short rest is 30 minutes. 4
Okay,
hours, not
well-
so much. Do you guys want to take 8 short rests?
'Cause I haven't rested at all since we fought the giant.
It's true, you haven't.
Are you worse for wear,
Kinda.
Ginkgo?
Yeah, kinda.
Karn, pray for King of Bears.
I mean, if we all just want to hang out here. And I'm just gonna
Okay.
pull out another one of those strong Dwarven beers.
Okay, give me a con save,
All right.
because you already drank one.
Oh, he's already slurring his words.
I
Ginkgo,
know.
you too.
I feel great.
Yeah, you guys are feeling a little tipsy. It's really good beer, but yeah, you're good.
So what y'all want to do after we, finish resting up? You want to go back and collect our dues, or what you want to do?
I'm looking at this sword, and honestly, I cannot tell you I don't want to go kill something right now.
You do or don't?
Do.
Oh, I mean, if you want to, I that sounds great. Let's go.
Is there an evil thing nearby? I'm just gonna look
Don't
into
look
the
at me.
woods.
Just because I look like...
Don't be prejudiced.
I'm gonna look over and see if Ubrock wants a high five. I guess not. All right.
Alright, Snowflake Man.
Is that like
Snowman.
engraved in the armor?
The snowflake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's engraved in or on the outside?
It's kind of like a sigil, like on a tabard would be, but it's like in the leather
Oh.
armor.
So it is the armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It kind of shimmers a little bit, like looking at a reflection in ice. Kind of does have that kind of weird kind of look to it. The armor
Okay.
feels a little cold, but for you, feels really warm. Anybody else that touches it, it feels cold.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. Okay, so as you guys are, bedding down for 4 hours, feel free to take any hit dice that you need to roll. Feel free to do any of that.
Where's
as
my
you
hit
guys-
points? I wasn't access to my character sheet, and I noticed you didn't change it.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what you did? Oh, okay. Then my hit points are exactly where they should be, and I'll stop talking.
I was updating it as we went, so yeah, we're good. Yeah, so you guys are just chilling out, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Sorry, I had to do it. Okay, so you guys are hanging out as Ginkgo is sleeping. You're all kind of like standing there, like, really? He's gonna sleep right now. All right, So the four of you are just kind of standing there watching him sleep.
I'm gonna pray
or
over him for 4
meditate.
hours.
Okay, you pray. About 3 hours into that, give me a perception for anybody that's not currently praying or doing something.
Hold on a second. If he's gonna be asleep for 4 hours, I'm definitely gonna go do something.
Okay, he's meditating. Long rest for him. So, what would you like to do?
I'd like to wander. Well, yeah,
I'm gonna try to
wander.
imitate his voice.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it humorful and in good spirit and not as a slight. And nudge him towards the forest. I'm going into the woods and I'm gonna pull up my crossbow. I want to wound something with it. I'm trying to aim for something's leg. I'm hunting.
Okay, give a investigation check.
Hunting to murder?
Hunting for animals.
It takes you probably about 2 hours, but you eventually find a deer behind a tree as you're kind of skulking up on it.
Cool. I'm gonna try and stealth.
Okay,
I
roll
want
for
to
stealth.
sneak. I want to sneak up on it.
Are you?
Fuck.
You're wearing heavy armor?
Yeah, I have
So
disadvantage.
that's disadvantage, yeah. You go to step around the tree and you step on a twig and you hear and the deer spooks and runs off.
How fast?
Real fast. You
Damn
can
it.
try and shoot with a reaction if you'd like, but
I'd like to.
Okay. Take a ranged attack with disadvantage.
Oh, damn it.
8. You miss. Phew,
Is
the
it running
bolt
towards
sails.
me? Or
It's
away?
running away. It's running away.
I'm gonna see how far I've come and see if it's worth it for me to follow the deer.
It's taking you about 2 hours to get here. You could try and follow it maybe. The rest of the guys would have to wait for you by the time you get back or whatever. But
Yeah, I wouldn't put them through that. I'm gonna start walking back and looking for something smaller,
okay.
like a bunny or a squirrel.
Give an investigation check again. No luck.
I'm
Damn.
gonna look
Okay.
off and like fan out the other side, kind of, and try to double our chances here.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Uh,
You find a rabbit poking its head out of a little like a rabbit burrow. You see it before it sees you. What would you like to do?
okay. If it's still in its burrow, I'm just gonna kind of like tuck back and try not to make any noise, and then go back and grab Bolly.
Okay. You're far enough away that I won't make you roll a stealth check. You go and you find
Okay.
Bolly. Bolly, Kruven
gotta-
walks up to you and tells you
There's
you
a
found
rabbit over here.
I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to kill something with this sword.
Let's go smash the shit out of this rabbit.
Yes. Okay. I'd like to walk gently up to within about 30 feet of the rabbit's burrow.
I want to
Okay.
walk on around the other side to like pin it in.
Okay.
Then I'm going to unsheath Jonesy's blade, put it up above my head,
Okay.
scream at the top of my lungs, and charge the bunny.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Ye favored among the gods, king of bears. Doth rest now.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage. Okay. You manage to run up to it and just bring the sword down. Ah! Go ahead and roll your damage.
Did I get it?
I'd say, can you find it?
All that's left is the fluffy tail.
So you
Good,
come
let's try.
swinging down with the sword, bury it right in the center of it with this big ass great sword against this tiny little bunny, and almost like Drew just said, like a puff of like feather of fur that kind of pops out as you just fucking destroyed it.
It's beautiful.
Very much dead.
That was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna just cackle a whole bunch and then scoop up the bunny bits into a rough pile and try to squish it together.
It looks like bunny stew.
Oh,
Are
by
you
the way,
hungry?
I typoed. It should say it, not you. Sorry.
It?
In the additional effect below the damage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It must make the con save, not you. Sorry. You gain 1 strength until your next short rest.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, so that happened.
I'm gonna eat the bunny bits and
Okay.
start walking back to camp.
Alright, you do that. Is your AC factored with your shield equipped, or no?
I don't have a shield.
I thought you did.
No, I was gonna do a shield build, but I went two-handed instead.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Then with that, that is all good. Okay. Takes you about an hour to manage to get back to camp now that you're not hunting anything. You manage to get back there. It's been about 3.5 hours since Ginkgo started to meditate. He's still meditating now. Karn's kind of leaning over him, holding a book in one of his hands. It's upside down, and he seems to be reciting something from memory, or making it up on the spot. You're really not quite sure, but it sounds very much like what he had said earlier. You know, like, oh, the gods have blessed you, blah blah blah.
Chosen among the gods,
There you go.
ye king of bears.
And as you guys are kind of sitting there, I need a perception roll from all 4 of you.
Perceptive as fuck.
Yep. Okay, so none of you see this but Kruven.
Damn, 666. You guys are evil.
This is the devil's dice, man. So, none of you see this but Kruven. Kruven, you see a familiar figure walking kind of towards you, just walking along the path from the road that leads to Edenbrook, heading up towards the mountain. It's a man in kind of regal red and blue robes with white trim. Kind of a longish graying hair. Seems to be about his mid-30s, mid-40s. Somewhere in that range. You recognize him as Elrond, which you had met when you had the breakfast where you met Bali and Queen Essa and Tim, the trade master, and the weird skull-face woman.
Elrond, you said?
Elrond, yeah.
Elran, okay. Folks, is that Elran up there? I'm gonna point.
They have no idea what you're talking about. They look over and I don't see anything.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. I would have swore I saw the when we met you, and I'm gonna point to Bali. Yeah, the Elran fellow.
Kruven been in ale again.
I
Are
think
you?
you've been hitting the head a little too hard today.
Maybe he has superpowers now. Huh?
Did I finish that bottle?
Not quite.
I'm gonna finish the rest of it then.
All right, give me.
I'm gonna be like, maybe I'm drunk. And
Give me 2 more con saves.
2 more. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You are fucking wasted. You're
Are
so
you going-
drunk, you have a -2 to every roll from this point until you're sober up.
I mean, I'm just gonna
You are so perceptive. You should go save the day from evil Elrond.
As you're saying this, Bali, you hear behind you a kind of a low, throaty chuckle, and a man's voice says, "Well, I wouldn't quite in this. I mean, he's clearly hammered." You turn around and see Elrond standing right before you.
I mean, there's a guy right there.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing.
The hell
Good
was that
job,
guy come
Captain.
from?
Do you know who he is?
Do I recognize him?
Yeah, you recognize him as the Queen's Oracle when you guys had met at the breakfast feast where you'd first met the Queen and this group. He was the one sitting across the table from you. Yeah, he's the Oracle for the Queen.
Did you come to see why the mountain is shaking?
I should say that when he was saying that, when you turn around, you see that as you were turning around mid-sentence of him saying that, his lips weren't moving.
Were your just lips not moving?
Don't mind Croven, he's drunk as hell. I wish I was that.
No, it's not his drunk. His face didn't move when his words came out.
This one's perceptive. Again, lips not moving.
No, that seems a little weird.
I don't like it.
Witchcraft.
I don't like witches either.
I
If you're
assure
here
you,
for Cruven Soul, you're about to get fucked up.
I have no
Molly, calm
interest.
down, goddammit.
I have no interest in souls. I am here upon the Queen's will.
I mean, which queen? Did
I'm gonna
you know this
relax.
one? And then I'm gonna point to my snowflake.
Okay. He looks at your armor, places his hand against the snowflake. Kinda. It's very cold. Very.
It's kind of.
cold.
I mean, I guess. And I'm just gonna step back a few steps.
Again, lips not moving. I'm not gonna keep saying that, but just. he
It's
doesn't
fine.
sp-
It's
he
weird.
doesn't
We
speak
get
out
it.
loud.
We get it.
And he's like, it's very cold.
Oh God.
He mentions that he recognizes it as the mark of the Winter Goddess.
I mean, it's a snowflake.
Arl.
Of
Mab.
Arel. Yeah. And he's like, I've only ever seen this once. Very long time ago. Must have been
I'm a champion.
200 years.
I'm just gonna raise my arms up. I'm a champion.
What does your queen want?
Hold
Uh,
on. He said 200 years ago. How old are you?
Sorry, my hand's not high enough. I am 1,829 years old.
Holy! How in the hell somebody like you lived that long?
I would have ran out of presents.
Mm-hmm.
I
There ain't
stopped,
enough rabbits in the world.
And teeth, probably.
I stopped getting presents around the age of 230. That's when people kind of realized. It's just simpler to explain that I am immortal.
I'm gonna look over at Karn and then try to imitate what he's doing, but like not good.
Throwing shapes.
Okay. So Karn looks like a child trying to count, but doesn't quite grasp it. You kind of look like throwing up gang signs in the middle of Los Angeles.
Oh my God, that was almost beer all over the keyboard there.
I'm gonna whisper over to Karn. Ask him where the world went.
Where Earth move?
So you felt that too? Interesting.
Yeah,
Where were you?
I felt that shit.
All right. The Queen has sent me to investigate.
I don't want to hear about the queen right now. How in the hell are you immortal?
Well,
It's a pretty good question.
when one angel and another angel love each other.
I'm just gonna like take a nap because I'm hammered. I'm done.
Oh yeah, you're falling asleep.
I'm gonna take a short break.
Okay. You do that. He stopped after telepathically telling you that when one angel loves another angel, he's kind of implying that there's more to it, but, you know...
What happened?
You're a little bit old to be getting the birds and the bees, are you not?
Birds,
birds and the
bees,
bees?
angels. What the story?
Perhaps ask one of your companions at a later date. We do not have time.
No, I want to hear this too. Tell me all about the angels.
Well, when a man and a woman, or a
No,
angel-
wait, back up. You lost me. You said they were angels?
Yes, well, angels have two different genders, male and female, and when one and another kind
Why are
of
you
like
assuming their genders?
Yeah, why are there only two?
Okay, for the record, I'm just gonna say there's no fucking cross-gender bullshit in my fucking story, so don't fucking pull that in here. I will come to your house, Nick, and slap the fuck out of you. Anyway.
Binary angels.
He proceeds to tell you that angels, just like humans and elves and dwarves and half-orcs, procreate the same way that other species do, only much less often, considering their offspring are immortal just like them, and if they continue to do so for, you know, a couple of times a year, for example, they would overpopulate the heavens with angels.
And what position were you conceived in?
I don't know, I didn't ask, that's weird.
It might become clear to him at this point.
She said she got fucked right, doggy style. That was kind of cool.
It might become clear to him at this point that we're stalling for no reason.
It's not clear to him at all. He has very low wisdom.
If you were to guess about what position it was, what do you think? And explain it to my friend here. And I tap our little orc friend on the shoulders.
I don't think I will.
No.
This is a really uncomfortable conversation, gentlemen. So,
All right.
I'm
Go ahead
not
with
going
your
to
story
have
with
it
the
anywhere.
shit.
Basically, the Queen asked you guys to set up a trade relation with the dwarves. Since the earthquake, I've been dispatched to figure out what happened. Because something happened in the mountain. It shook the earth. So, I'm here. And I met you guys. Kriven, give me a con save.
Oops, I double clicked that, my bad.
We're just gonna do the first one. You just threw
Yeah.
up on yourself.
Awesome!
You're still asleep. You just threw up.
No,
That's not nice. We were just talking about his parents making love. It is not that bad. Angels are very pretty.
Kriven, you're having a really weird dream about your parents fucking. You don't really know what they look like because you don't remember that far back, but you kind of have an idea
silhouettes
of what
of
your mom...
elves.
Yeah, and they're doing it like a wheelbarrow, kind of. You know?
Okay.
But your dad is the bottom part of the wheelbarrow, and your mom
That's
is the upright part. Yeah. And maybe
I'm
that
gonna throw up a
contributed.
little bit more.
Okay, you do. Yeah.
So, how long have you been in love with the queen?
I'm not.
No, you never think about making angel babies?
I am forbidden.
You have no parts?
No, we have the parts. We just are forbidden from creating another Azamar race. That is
Okay.
the angels and the humanoids. Azamar. It is forbidden.
So says you. Okay.
So says the gods.
Gods. Mm-hmm.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
demons and humans. Fucking look what came about it. Look at me.
Mm-hmm. Great butt.
Damn
The
Skippy.
the demons do not adhere to such a strict code as we angels do.
Oh, y'all uptight and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't even dream about what positions and come on.
Mm-mm.
So
Not
wait,
of our
you
parents.
have spent over 1,000 years masturbating?
No.
So like 900 years.
I have 12 children.
Anybody?
Anyway, I believe your
still
friend.
asleep.
I believe your friend is awake. You guys look over and see Ginkgo as he kind of opens up his eyes, finishing his meditation, and coming to.
Who the fuck is this?
Damn, Ginkgo, you missed the fun part. Talking about angels fucking and shit. It was
Mm.
great.
Let's start over.
Alligator interrogator.
I'm very interested.
I like
wanna
that.
hear more.
Alligator interrogator.
You.
How am I doing?
Give me a con save.
Okay.
Still throwing up on yourself. So Ginkgo, after saying how interested you are, you see Elrond kind of lift his hand, and all the information of the last 30 minutes is now in your head, as if you were part of the conversation.
So why don't you know what position?
Why did I think this would be easy? Are you coming to investigate, or am I going alone?
Oh, no, I would love to walk with you. I have many more questions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, pick up your friend and let's go.
I'm gonna grab Kruven and flip him onto his face, and then just rub him on the grass a little bit, kind of clean him up,
All right,
and then pick him up gentle and just kind of fireman carry him.
okay, you do that.
Oh.
You guys make it about halfway up the mountain. I need another con save from Kruven with disadvantage.
Of course.
Bali, he just threw up down your back.
Nah.
Ah.
Is this why Jonesy smells so bad?
Could be.
I ain't never seen him that drunk before.
So
It's okay.
Elrond,
Let it out.
is taking you up the mountain. You guys get about halfway up to the cavern entrance towards where the dwarves are, and he stops, moves aside, and motions you forward.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look around for where the earth moved.
Okay, roll perception.
And I'm gonna pick up from the conversation we were clearly having that entire time. Oh wait, let's go with that.
What? Like, I didn't expect that to work. How the fuck do I give you this information? Oh man, how do I give you this? Okay, so
No, you can give it to me straight,
Doggy
and then
style?
if I want to relay it to the party, then I can relay it in Karn terms.
yeah. Okay, so basically, the entire time you were walking up here, you were kind of thinking back to when it first had happened, when you were, praying over Ginkgo and such. Kind of half of your mind was like, why did the Earth move and all that. I'm not going to dumb it down for you, but basically, earthquake, the genesis is the center of the mountain. Somewhere deep within the mountain is where it originated. Something very big has awoken and has the power to move Earth.
Big sleepy thing, wake up.
There you go.
Earth move.
Bali
Sure,
just
Karn.
puked on your back again.
I'm gonna do that very sincerely.
I have a meta question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there anything that I could roll to try and remember if it's the thing that moved is demon or not? AKA Balrog? Or such?
All I can
Here we
think
are
of
without a Gandalf.
All I can think of right now is the dwarves dug too deep. My cousin Bali. Oh fuck, that's where that came from. Oh, what? Okay. What's your options? I guess you could roll a nature with disadvantage.
Why would it be nature?
Because he's the
it'd
DM.
be something-
Why are you fucking asking?
You're
why are you
asking
questioning
about
this?
you're asking about an earthquake. You don't have information that something woke. Oh, actually, you do.
Yes.
God damn it! He just told you. Yeah.
Big sleepy thing. Woke up. Moved.
Just
earth.
give an insight roll with disadvantage.
Wow.
Trying to
you don't know.
decipher Karn talk.
How big, Karn? How big is the sleepy thing?
Big.
Really big?
Big.
Yeah, like the size of like 100 ancient dragons together.
Big.
Okay, and the big thing moved the earth, and it woke up. Where was it sleeping?
I'm gonna point down toward the mountain.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna put down Kruven,
Okay.
and then turn to the Oracle.
Yep.
So 1 to 10. How hot was your mother?
You just hear this faint voice.
I'm just trying to make him uncomfortable.
You just hear this faint voice that says, "Good luck." He disappears in a blur of radiant light.
Finally.
AKA piss the DM off.
No, I would have given you like disadvantage rolls and like all kinds of crazy shit. Wow, you totally didn't see that boulder falling down the mountain, Bali. Guess you're dead. Sorry.
Okay.
Put him in the bag of holding.
We'll find another god to sacrifice him to.
Karn, you should tell us more about the waking up thing.
Big.
Oh my
thing.
God.
Wake up.
You're awake, but fucking hammered.
I'm gonna turn to Kruven. Alligator dumb.
I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere here.
I ain't losing any hit points from all that.
Ginkgo,
You're losing something else though, but it's meta for me to tell you. So
Oh boy.
is there any legend about something giant below High Peak Big Rock?
Yeah, can I roll like history for that?
you can. You recall that the dwarves that live here, to steal the trope from Lord of the Rings, dug their mountain city too deep and stumbled upon the entrance to the Underdark.
I will relay that information to the party.
And
Whoa.
you, as a druid and as an elf, are somewhat familiar with the dwellings of the Underdark. You just know like the stories of what lives down there. And none of it's nice. Some of it is large, some of it is not. None of it's nice.
Bad stuff.
Very bad.
The worst.
Where there are powerful things, there are powerful magics. Treasure.
Fresh
Alligator's
reserves,
got
good.
a good point.
But also lots of death. So, yeah. But maybe someone will pay us to go. Maybe dwarves.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
mean, no
we should
shit, glory.
find the dwarf that knew the queen.
Yeah, he'd be more interesting than the angel man with the sexless parents.
Agreed.
Uh,
Well, do we go up? Do we go back?
well, do we go to dwarves or do we go cash in on dead giant?
I mean, we're already here.
True.
And it'd be kind of a waste of time to go back, get gold, go there and die if we do die. You know what I mean?
Double true. I mean, Frost Giant's not going to undead unless Captain Snowflake makes it so.
I mean, what do you think? Hold on.
You'll probably just make a protest about it or something.
Is there any more friends in that bag for him to cut up?
Come on now, I'm just trying to. I mean, I'm.
There is a court
Party's
wizard in
own
the bag.
Fuck, I forgot about that. God damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
Did he have a cloak?
I believe he did.
Was it like blue or black color?
I think it was
You're
black.
really throwing this up a lot, eh?
Well, I mean, when am I done? You're not telling me.
You're still hammered.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you are hammered until
Alright.
you pass a con save.
Like- oh, okay. So
Well,
I'm
you
just gonna
can't
do
just
those.
roll con save every 2 minutes. So let's just settle that down. But yeah,
Okay. Show of hands. How many people want to go check on the dwarves? Maybe head to Underdark. Okay. Oh, Captain Snowflake is passed out again.
you guys are at the entrance to the cave that leads to the dwarves. Just for the record, that's where the Oracle Elrond had left you.
I mean, we're already here. Let's just go in.
Ginkgo, you want to bear?
Oh, yeah. I'll call for Flapjack.
Okay. Give a performance check.
Isn't it animal handling?
He's trying to whistle.
I'm gonna look at what he just did and try to imitate it.
Okay, performance with disadvantage. Even worse whistle. You go to whistle, and a little bit of throw up comes out, and then kind of like unexpected.
bad.
You guys don't all need to roll, just for the record. Generally, I'm not gonna let you guys like do like 3 or 4 things if one person fucks it up. I might let a second if they fuck it up. Like, just don't. Anyway.
Why not? We should all try it. Everyone whistle.
Fair enough. Okay, certain circumstances. Anyway, after the second kind of, you guys kind of are standing there as a bear seems to walk behind you guys, look at Kruven right in the face, and lick the fucking throw up off of his front of his face. It's Flapjack.
Thanks there, buddy.
I'm gonna.
Kind of rubs his
Probably
face.
probably got another meal on the back of Polly.
I'm gonna turn my back and kind of be like, hungry?
He's just looking at you, dead in the face, like,
Maybe not.
Give him a high five.
He does not.
Boo-boo.
He doesn't want to.
for the record, he doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I'm
been
gonna-
through some shit with the other people.
I'm gonna drop flat to my back and then scoot backwards, kicking my legs out to like rub my back on the grass.
Okay. Yeah, you got a grassy kind of patches there now, but most of the throw up is gone.
Cool, good enough.
Flapjack's now with you. What do you guys want to do? You heading in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys walk through the mouth of the cave. You get about 10 feet in, and where you didn't see it before because it's kind of dark and just around a corner, you see a wooden door. Ginkgo, you recognize it as the door to the tavern, which then leads further into the Dwarven City. You open the door for everybody, kind of step in, and you see a familiar Dwarven bartender, a very, very old man, grabs a couple of jugs of beer as he's kind of setting them out, and like looks over because you came from like the side entrance, and he sees you and he's like, Ginkgo, beer, right? All right.
Yeah.
Just starts
Lots of-
pouring like 6 cups of beer and just scoots them all down towards you guys. Feel free to take one as you walk in or whatever.
I'm in.
You guys drinking first, or you just grabbing your beer to go?
I ain't gonna have no beer tonight. Thank you though, sir.
I'm gonna offer one to Kruven.
Okay. Kruven con save?
I didn't drink it yet.
No, I know. This is for before. Yeah, you're still hammered. You're thinking maybe this beer might be a bad idea.
Does it have a cap?
It's a mug.
Oh shit, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm just gonna. I mean, maybe this isn't a good idea, Ginkgo. To King of Bears.
No such thing as a bad idea when you're drunk.
Yeah, just drink it. We drink all the time. What's the big deal?
Give a
I mean-
persuasion roll with advantage.
Me or him? Oh,
Him.
him, obviously.
Doesn't seem like a good idea.
I mean, not really.
Yeah.
You're lost.
I'm good. I'm just gonna put it down on the closest table if he's not gonna grab it.
It's right there in the bar. You guys are still kind of standing around.
Perfect.
Bartender looks over at Ginkgo and he's like, "What? Your friends don't drink? Whatever."
I'll drink
I mean, look
my
at me, I'm
drink
drunk.
and Kruven's drink back to back.
Okay. Give me a con save with advantage.
I've been passed out for the last, I don't know.
Yeah, you're a little tipsy.
Good
It's
enough.
not it's not exactly fine beer. You know, it's not as good as the stuff Kruben's been drinking all day, but you know, it's okay.
Your people, they dug too deep and find tunnel to the dark place.
I don't know what you're talking about. Pointing
I
towards
can't
the
see
door.
it.
Did he just,
Shh, it's okay. It's okay.
Bro, I'm thirsty. I'm just gonna down my drink.
Okay. You do.
And
Actually-
why 6? Did the bear get one?
He doesn't. I can't tell you that till after the show. Yes, there were
Okay.
6. I can't tell you why till later.
I'm gonna look intentfully at the pointed finger, and then over at Ginkgo, and then over at our tiefling friend, and be like, towards the door.
Isn't that the door we just came in though?
Kruven, something's bothering Bali in his neck. He's got a kink or something. He keeps doing this.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna start.
Scales are very hard, but you feel like you might be able to get the knot. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna do the thing we're trying to get him. We can't get him because he's an elf and he's way too quick.
I'm just like,
He's also drunk.
well, yeah, just advantage the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
Bad touch.
Anyway,
Squeeze his butt.
The bartender looks over at you, Ginkgo, and he's like, "Go."
Yeah, I'm gonna down my drink and go.
So you walk over to the other door that he was pointing at, which you recognize as the door that leads out of the tavern and into the Dwarven City proper. The tavern is generally known as one of a couple different exits to the mountain. Little less used. The only people that ever really used it are people that are specifically on a covert route between Edinburgh and the dwarves of High Peak Big Rock, and your druids, whenever they want to go down and get some beer or whatever, quick drink, get away from the grove, they would use that entrance. Generally not used a lot. You guys enter the huge sprawling city. You see before you the mountain, the interior of the mountain is lots of stone, obviously, and like the whole place has been carved out. You see huge statues, 100-foot tall, of, you know, dwarves with 2 battle axes in their hands, and they, you know, there's statues for days as they go on and on and on. Different households, there's different, you know, guild houses for arcanists and all kind of magic users, except for nature magic or necromancy, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. You see a couple of signs for swordsmiths, battle axe smiths, maulsmiths, all separated by the specific type of weapon that they forge. So as a blacksmith in High Peak Big Rock, Ginkgo's explaining to you that, you know, they all kind of, they get a specialty and they just make that one thing. Because the dwarves here specifically feel like once you find a specialty, if you can really hone it, you can make whatever your specialty is better than anybody else in the world. So you see some, you know, bowers, some axesmiths, mace-smiths, swordsmiths, armorsmiths, leather workers, all manner of smithies. You see a couple trade stores, stable master with a couple of ponies. The city is sprawling, goes on forever. There's lots of people all the way around. There's a huge, kind of like a palace way off in the distance that's like looking down. You got to kind of go down a little bit of the path or whatever, circling around the outside, and there is a kind of like a large stone palace etched into the mountain there, probably 5 or 6 blocks down, which Ginkgo points out as the High King's seat.
Who would be most likely to pay us to go to the Underdark?
Probably Dwarf King, eh?
Want to go check the big seat?
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder they dug too deep. Look how much they freaking glowed about themselves.
Alright. You guys head down long way, 5 or 6 blocks down. It's a huge long spiral that you got to go down in order to get there. It takes you about a good 2 hours of trekking through this city, and, you know, taking different trolley rides down, or elevator rides down, and, you know, walking across, another elevator ride. You eventually make your way down to the High King's seat. Like I said, a large palace etched into the side of the mountain here. Obviously you're on the inside, but you see on the entrance there is a very large stone statue of a dwarf with a ferocious looking expression on his face. His nose seems to be chipped off, and across that's to the left, and then there's the doorways, and then on the other side you see a dwarven woman holding a staff. Her hair is kind of blowing back, statue form.
I forgot to ask you guys, do you have a announcer person in the group? Like, this person talks to kings and queens?
I mean, we
Karn?
kind of all just speak up.
No tieflings are very good of tongue.
Everybody
You know,
just
I don't
lost.
think that's
Everybody
what he
just
meant.
lost 3 intelligence permanently.
You should talk to the angel's mom with that, eh?
That might be an interesting trend.
I moved some heaven and hell with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Who are you guys going to enter or just stand outside of the?
Let's
The
enter.
innuendo episode.
What's that?
The innuendo episode.
Yeah, right. This episode brought to you by Innuendo.
That'll be Bob's spin-off next week, the one shot.
No.
The courtship of the angel parents.
Bob's like, I'm not ready for this.
That one I could actually probably do.
Okay, Drew, roll a performance check. Okay, cool. Now, Nick, roll a performance check. Nick came early. Oh, man.
And Derek in the corner.
Story of my life.
Invitation.
All you guys here in the corners.
You didn't clear it all up. Bummer.
A little sleight of hand.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Back to the episode, please.
yeah.
All
You
right.
should tell them the queen sent us. I am not good at the talking.
I mean, nobody likes tieflings. Our resident rogue is kind of
I
too much to
mean,
that.
I'm kind of a little intoxicated at the moment. What? I mean, the king of bears. That's pretty reputable.
It's been about 3 hours, so give me another con save.
Thank God.
This one won't be with disadvantage.
Won't
An eight.
matter.
Oh,
You're still drunk.
This was some good shit.
Yeah.
I got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know how they always tell you, like, when you're drinking, like Frost Giant ale, like, not to eat the toenail? You did.
Yeah. Okay.
I will talk to the king.
Alright.
There you go.
We proceed inside.
Okay, you guys enter inside. You see a couple of dwarves. They all come up to about your waist height because you're all tall. Except for Karn, they come up to about your chest. The rest of you are pretty tall. So you guys go in, and the guards are there, and they're like, "Hi, what can we do for you?"
I'm going to speak in Dwarvish to them and tell them we are searching for the source of the earthquake from the Queen of Edinburgh.
Alright, head on in.
I'm gonna walk directly behind Bolly so that nobody notices that I'm a tiefling.
They
Because
noticed.
I know how these things go. Damn it.
They noticed. You're in a very, very well lit room. They're not saying anything though.
Okay.
You get led through the front foyer, through a couple of rooms, and you end up in the central throne room, where the High King Rukgar and his wife are sitting at the throne.
Hi, King.
Hi.
Your Majesty.
Which one upon you speaks for the group?
I do.
Okay, what do you want?
Queen of Edinburgh sent us to find out what the earthquake was all about. Came from the mountain.
Interesting. I thought the ruler of Edinburgh was a man.
Not anymore.
With a robe. Undead. Evil.
No, we killed him. This is it's the old king's daughter. She's new queen.
Essa.
Happiness.
Gotcha.
That one.
I'd be very interested in re-establishing trade if Edinburgh is up and running again.
Yeah, didn't you have your dwarf guy meeting with her?
We have not dispatched anybody from the mountain.
Well, that's weird. But about those earthquakes.
He goes, yeah, they started happening. Let's see, must have been a couple of weeks ago. As he explains the details of what has happened, you deduce... Give me an intelligence roll from all of you.
Oh boy.
Let's see who gets this. Oh, wow. That's a 5 after a -1. Very nice. Okay, so he explains the details. Karn's drooling a little bit. He explains the details of the timeline, explains to you that, they dug a little bit too deep. 30, 40 years ago, they had discovered the entrance to one of many caves that leads to the Underdark, and that they had put boulders and stuff in front of it to cover it back up, and decided not to go in because they had initially sent a scouting party in and they were never seen from again, and they kept hearing weird sounds with lots of screaming and basically general horror slaughter noises coming from the cave. So they kind of buried it back in and we're like, we didn't do it, nothing happened. He explains to you that there's a strict code of silence on, their digging in the Underdark, which kind of illuminates why the bartender was like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then pointed at the door. You get the sense from the timeline that he explains to you that roughly around the time when you guys had killed the warlock, within a day or two, is when the tremors first started happening, and that they are getting stronger as the days go by.
Did they get stronger on the day that the grove got not as cold?
The Dwarven King basically tells you that he has no knowledge of the grove being restored to its former power.
Okay, so that timeline won't mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it just recently increase in intensity?
It's been pretty steady over the last couple of weeks.
So it hasn't spiked?
Every new quake is stronger than the previous.
Okay.
Did you see my statue? My nose fell off.
I did.
It's embarrassing.
It is.
I couldn't actually fix that.
I don't think we have time. I have stonesmiths to take care of it. You guys came to fight. How about we send you down to the Underdark and kill whatever is causing this issue?
Fantastic idea.
Excellent.
So we stop screaming in the underdog. Okay.
I like this guy. He gets it.
How about a reward if we come back? There's no more earthquakes.
Make a persuasion check. Name your price.
I'm gonna kind of look at the party.
Anything you want from the forges?
$1 million.
Gold
1
piece.
million gold pieces is out of the question.
It was an inside joke. Sorry, sir.
Tieflings.
Maybe magic armor. Dwarves are
Yeah.
really good at that.
Got any special armor for the whole party?
What about some vouchers for everyone?
Carney new boots.
Smith vouchers.
We have many smiths. I could arrange for you guys to each have your pick.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That thing. I want that thing.
All right. It's a deal. It's very gross. I don't understand this custom. It's
It's
fine.
not custom. I just want to see if you would do it.
tricky alligator.
This is why nobody trusts Dragonborn.
I mean, he looks like an alligator.
He looks like a Dragonborn. Are you blind? I mean, look at him.
He's a little
Alligators
drunk, don't mind him.
Alligators are completely different. They're on their they're on their belly the whole time, slithering around. Really?
I mean, I've seen him. Never mind.
Okay. So, basically, head on down,
That way.
past the mining guilds. Yeah, you'll take a left out of here. You just follow it straight. Past the mining guilds, you're going to want to talk to High Miner. I forgot his name. Let me look in my books real quick.
Roll history.
Right? Dude, I got like 17 sheets of paper here I'm looking through.
Do 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 do.
You're gonna want to check in with the high mining captain, Sigor. He'll take you to the entrance. He'll take a couple of stout men with him and open up the entrance for you and close it behind you.
How do we get back in?
Not my problem.
No, definitely your problem.
He looks over at his wife, and his wife looks back, looks at you guys. You see kind of like a look of pity on her face, and then she looks at Bali, and then it's remorse. She looks back at him and hands him a tiny little stone. He hops up, steps off the dais, hands a stone to Bali. It is a small, roughly about the size of a D20. Red, almost like a ruby, but it's not quite a gemstone. It's like a rock kind of stone, but just red, deep red. And he says, all you need to do is just think about leaving the place that you're at, and it'll teleport you to the other gate stone.
What, like ruby red slippers?
I don't know what those are.
There's
Do we
no
have to
place
say it 3
like home.
times?
No. All you gotta do is close your eyes and be like,
What if?
I'm here! Haha!
So do all of us have to be like in contact?
What if I have no eyes left?
What if? What if?
Never had somebody with no eyes try to use it. I couldn't tell you.
What about Khan? And I point to him. He can't even say those 3 words. 4, whatever, however many words.
You literally don't need to say anything. You just close your eyes and think to yourself, I wish I wasn't here right now, and then you won't be there anymore. It's not that difficult.
I don't know
think
if that's
Karn
in
can
his.
think, though.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of implying.
Then maybe he shouldn't carry it.
I am new. I'm gonna pass it to Ginkgo.
Okay. Ginkgo, you can add 1 gate stone to your inventory.
Stone no work.
Karn, it's alright. If you don't have a stone, it's not gonna work.
And King tells you, like, once you've completed your mission, just simply grab onto each other, close the stone in your hand, close your eyes, voila, you'll come back here. Once you're back here, check in, get your shit, and then go on with whatever you were doing.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna walk
Okay.
down the direction.
Alright. Kind of stumbles
follow.
back up to his throne and kind of sits down. He's like, what an ordeal. And then you hear, just off to the side, his steward comes over and he's like, sir, should we go over the taxes? No taxes right now, man. As you guys leave. You guys are exiting the high throne room. You exit through the front foyer. The guards let you pass. You are in the main, thoroughfare there. You can go wherever you like.
Let's talk to the digger.
All right. You guys head down.
I feel something big is gonna happen. Should we stock up on some shit? Potions, materials, other stuff?
I don't know. We kind of overstocked when we came against the frost giant. Did you use many of those supplies?
No, but I wouldn't mind some other items.
What is climate of Underdark? Do we need tents, camping gear, flashlight?
If we went into something big, I need some materials for certain things to be used.
Do any of your guys' characters know anything about the Underdark or speak Undercommon?
No.
No more screaming in Underdog.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Alright. Then you don't know.
Oh well, let's just go then.
No, we can stop. What thing you need?
I need some sulfur and some bat guano, whatever the fuck that shit is.
As he's listing these two things off, Bali, Kruven, and Ginkgo roll perception. Kruven and Ginkgo, you have no idea. Bali, as he's speaking to you, you're looking at him, and he's kind of, you guys were walking, and then he's like stopped, and he's like, hold on guys, and he steps out in front of you, so you're seeing like past him. So the High King's seat was here. You guys are a little bit down the path. That's when he stepped in front and was like, whoa. You can see past him. There's probably a good 400 feet of just huge, large tunnel. You see bats flying above, swooping around. You see a little bit of a vein off to the side where there's some like sulfur pile kind of slowly building as it's coming out of like a vein in the wall. It's like dribbling out like sand. And directly behind that, you see a bat perch covered in guano.
I'm gonna put my arm around him and point over there.
I'm gonna point too.
I'm gonna grab Kruven's hand and point it in the right direction.
I was gonna say, he doesn't see it, but he's just doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm gonna look off in the direction they're pointing.
Roll perception. Nope. Nothing. Alright. Yeah, so they're pointing out lots of guano and sulfur to you.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm gonna go collect some stuff real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you my small hammer.
Okay, so with the small hammer and about 30 minutes of time, you managed to chip out a pretty large rock of sulfur, as well as scrape up a little bit of sulfurous sand out of the kind of like side of the mountain where it's been kind of just sitting. Kind of crawl up a little bit. Give me a dexterity. No, acrobatics. Athletics, sorry. Alright. Takes you a little bit. You skinned your knee when you put your foot in a false hole, but you managed to crawl up a little bit, scared the bats away, and you take the hammer and you start chiseling away. Managed to get yourself a pretty large clump of rock covered in bat guano.
Okay.
Okay. You've
Yeah,
now
that's
got...
my inventory.
You have enough material components for 13 casts of either of those spells.
Okay.
My hammer is all smelly.
What smells
Smell
like shit?
don't it?
It smells like shit and rotten eggs.
Is Kruven still relatively drunk?
I think so.
Roll a Constitution save.
That's it. Alright.
Nope. He's getting a little tipsy though.
Okay.
God.
Your -2 penalty is now a -1.
Alright, that's cool.
I'm gonna use my sleight of hand. I'd like to take the back guano off the tip of my hammer and draw a smiley face on the back of his armor.
Okay, go for it. You do that.
Yeah, he does that.
Yep.
Very well.
Yeah, you had no idea.
God damn it.
Cool.
I'm gonna make it a Bali smiley face though, so it's got little teeth.
Okay. As you guys continue along your way, you guys
Something
are walking
smells
along.
like shit.
There's this persistent smell of poo, and you don't quite get it. And a couple of dwarves, as they're walking past you, coming up from the mines, they look over at you, and as they seem to pass you, a couple of them are catcalling towards you, and they're like, "Woohoo!" And just generally, hooting and hollering at the group of you.
Are they calling to me, guys? Do they want a piece of this fine ass?
Yes, yes they do, Kerbin.
I'm gonna wonder why.
They're seeing the guano poop smiley face, and they're just giving them shit.
Are any of them like gesturing or anything that would give me a clue as to why they're laughing?
Just pointing,
Okay.
and then smiling.
Okay.
They're
That
all
doesn't help.
smiling. Most of them are showing their teeth in their smile. You get a little bit further down, and you see the miner's head kind of outpost there. It says Chief of Mining Operations on the front door, which all of you can read except for Karn, because he can't read. Unless you guys don't speak Dwarvish. Those of you that speak Dwarvish can read that it says Chief of Mining Operations.
I have comprehend languages as a spell, and I would cast it.
Okay. Make sure you mark off a spell usage then. And it
Oh,
says,
I catch them as rituals, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Wait, you're gonna sit there for 10 minutes and actually try and figure out that it says Chief of Mining?
If I have them prepped, then I don't have to.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so, you walk in, and Sigor is sitting at the front counter. You smell beer, and he is sitting at his desk with his feet up on his desk, kind of snoring away.
I'm gonna walk up to him and slam my hands on the desk and say, "Wake up! It's time to work."
Hold on. Okay, he falls out of his chair, lands on his ass. He's like, what? No, I'm up, I'm awake. I was awake the whole time. What?
Keep going with this. Tell him the king sent us and he's in trouble.
Hey, what's up?
The king sent for you. He said you're in big trouble. He's seen you sleeping on the cameras or the.
Make a deception roll. Alright, I'll go right away. I'm so sorry. And he goes to rush past you.
Wait, no.
Okay, you trying to stop him?
You must. Yeah.
You're trying to stop. Okay, anybody who's trying to stop him, acrobatics roll. Alright. Ginkgo and Ubruk, you guys managed to quickly grab him around the arms, one of each.
So small.
As he manages to dodge past Bali right underneath his legs. And you guys pick him up and his legs are still moving. He's like, ah! What the? Okay. You said go to the king.
I didn't
What do
roll
you want?
acrobatics, by the way.
Oh,
That's
a
my deception roll.
Whoops. Okay, never mind. Screw that whole part of the story. Ginkgo picks him up. He's like, what? You said go to the king. What?
First,
What?
you must show us the way to the to the big hole in the ground.
The only thing I thought of just now is, do you know the way? And sorry. Okay.
Dead meme.
Yeah, right. But it's all that. Okay. Anyway, he's like, so you want to know what? Sorry, where?
To go down to the dark place.
With the screaming and the
Underdog.
slaughter and
Yeah.
the dying. Okay, yeah, follow me. And he kind of knocks on the door, and you hear a couple people in the other room like, "Ah, we're up!" And like 3 or 4 dwarves come stumbling out the back room, and he's like, "Come on!" And the 5 dwarves plus you guys all make your way down this long winding path. You get to a part in the path where it all kind of comes closing in until it's barely above the size of the largest of your member of your troop, and there's a rock put in front of a kind of like an opening to the extension of the cave, and he's like, "You guys sure you want to do this? This shit is freaky."
I mean, I'm already part demon, so what the hell does it matter to me?
The Underdark doesn't have demons. Much worse.
Okay, yeah, we're going.
No, wait. We should stop everything we're doing and turn around. Shut up and open the door.
Hey man, your funeral. I ain't getting my brain sucked out by one of those mindless brain suckers, and all the dwarves start pushing, and they manage to get the boulder out of the way, enough for you guys to pass. And you guys walking past?
Into Underdog.
Okay. You guys all walk past the boulder. They let it drop back down. It's completely dark. Anybody that doesn't have dark vision, it's completely black. Who has dark vision? Literally all of you? Okay, so 3 of you. The 2 of you that don't have dark vision, as soon as everything goes black, you're like, what the hell? And you kind of like grab the nearest person. You guys all walk down the path a little bit, and you hear a rumble. But you don't feel like the earth shake, you just hear a... You're like... Okay.
Karn here, rumble.
What was that?
I can't see anything. What was that?
Go check it out, Karn.
Karn checking out.
Okay.
Sorry, I do
Karn.
have dark vision, by the way.
Okay. So Karn walks forward about 20, 30 yards. The cave opens up into a very large opening. You see this... basically, the cave opens up into like a 40-foot by like 50-foot tall, about 100 feet deep, very open room. There's a couple of statues around of elven individuals in various poses of luxury and leisure. And as you're stepping forward, with every step that you take, the ground shakes even more.
Do the statues look similar to the statues that were turned by the Basilisk?
Give a perception check. They look identical, dude.
Are they striking any poses?
Oh yeah, there's one that's like pointing way up at the ceiling. There's another one with a bow drawn. There's a couple.
Do they look
that
frightened? Let me rephrase.
None of them.
Okay.
They're all in
They're
various
heroic?
poses of war and heroic.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Karn starts walking forward a little bit more, as sent as the chief investigator of the group. You get about, 50, 60 feet away from the group when you hear another rumble. You're like, this is getting a little weird. Like, what the hell is that? And you turn around to see if your friends had heard it, and you see a little bit of a fissure in the sand, or in the rock, like right behind where you were. So you turn around, you see a little bit of a fissure starting as the rock starts to crumble away, and you just see nothing but teeth coming out of the ground. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.
Oh, I wanted to see if I saw it.
You guys are like 60 feet away. Even with dark vision, you wouldn't get any detail.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we will start next week with the trek into the Underdark proper and your first encounter of who knows what this is.
Of the third kind?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know how much longer Derek needs for prep weeks or whatever, but, you know, just as a warning to the viewers again, this campaign will not be ending. We'll just be putting it on hold while Derek takes over DMing another campaign so that I have the opportunity to play for a little bit. And after, you know, however many weeks, we'll figure it out. We'll switch back and we'll just alternate campaigns back and forth so that we're, you know, that way we both get to play here or there, you know? So yeah, we'll keep you guys in the loop on how many more weeks that's going to take or whatever.
And also keep your eyes peeled for Bob's one-off week sexy DMing.
Yeah. Bob's going to totally DM a one-shot where we're just going to make angel sex all night. So with that, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. Go live generally around 6:15, somewhere around there. And we play for about 3 hours. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on the Twitch stream, consider following, subscribing, you know, whatever. All that helps. So, yeah. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.